Cats fans, we have done it. We have won the 2022 Premiership. Woo! What a time. What a time. I cannot believe it. I'm not dreaming. This is real. We have taken home the silverware at the Cattery for season 2022. Just before I get stuck in the review, I just wanted to say a few things. I suppose, recollecting the whole day and evening and all that good stuff. I definitely have had, it was definitely a big evening, that's for sure. But obviously, Cats Social Club was absolutely vibing. It was great. Able to squeeze in there, which was really good to, catch up with the players and just have a good time ultimately. But I just wanted to give a special shout out to Harry, who I met on the night. Mate, awesome to meet you, and really appreciate you saying g'day, and it was really good to sort of get involved there, mate. So I really appreciate being a good fan and huge fan of the show. We'll keep these reviews coming along and Cats highlights and all that good stuff. But just wanted to say thanks for saying g'day, mate. It was great to meet you overall, and glad you're having a good evening. And to Reg Tui, I'll look after you in this review, mate. Don't you worry. Great to meet you as well as several Cats players and staff there. So. It's going to be a long review, that's for sure. But in a good way. It's been a journey rebuilding or resetting over the last 10 or so years. And, we've found a way to stay in the top four, play finals and regenerate the list while doing that. Ultimately falling a bit short at times in big finals, but all that changes with what we've been able to achieve this year. And it's just such a special achievement from, the whole organisation, being able to, get the players in a position where they're able to, stand under the finals heat, ultimately tear apart and rejig the system that they've done, and sort of start from scratch, and then to be able to find a way to be the best team in the competition, and not only be the best team but to win on the biggest stage was simply remarkable. I'm so stoked for Scotty and Joel and just every player, every part of the Cats sort of organisation. This is for you, and so stoked for all of you, and I'm just eternally grateful to have been part of this, and go to the game and experience what was an unbelievable result, as we can see there. The Cats by 81, so I'm sure I'll delve into some more trying to think of the word, but it's not quite coming to me, philosophical bits and pieces and omens and all that good stuff throughout. But let's get stuck in the review, guys. Geelong by 81 points in what was an absolute smashing, and really probably I don't know if you can say the scoreboard flooded the Swans, but what an incredible result. If you're a Cats fan, sorry, neutral fans out there, wouldn't have been the best game to watch, and would have been pretty tough watching on and just sort of hoping for a closer game. But just have to pay credit where credit's due, and what a incredible sort of margin in the end, being 81 points, and just so proud of the players and how they were able to sort of tear apart Sydney, and it's just incredible. It still doesn't feel quite real, and I'm sure it'll take time to sink in, and it'll be one to watch back over and over again, and to add Geelong's fourth premiership in 15 years. Incredible achievement as well. Obviously, we had the 3 and 5 years, and the fourth one took a bit to get over the line. But it's bittersweet, and it's one where kind of like, where you see Paddy, Joel, and Tom quite emotional. It does have that same feel about it where, you're a little bit older, you appreciate them a lot more than probably what you did in '07, where you didn't really grasp the importance of it. You knew it was significant at the time, but just by being younger, you don't quite appreciate it as much as you would as you sort of, grow and, you get a bit older. You don't know when the next one might be. You don't know if you'll ever see one ever again. Just all those things. But, yeah, to be able to put together a body of work and able to execute on the biggest stage and to win in such a manner that we did was, truly incredible. It's just, it's unbelievable. still pinching myself, to be honest. But let's have a look at the game and how it all panned out. I mean, clearly, because it was such a thrashing, it's going to be not too much to break down, but more just lauding and appreciate how well the Cats went about it. But right from the get-go, the pressure was just unbelievable. And just before I get into the review, I know recency bias is definitely a thing. I think that's the best game I've ever seen Geelong play in my life. The fact that that's difficult, 07 had decades and decades of history riding on it. This had a similar feel, probably not with the same timeline, but with the quality of opposition in Sydney and Sydney are earmarked as a club I don't really like. I respect them to the hills and admire how they go about it. Doesn't mean I have to like them, but the culture that they have and just their never say die attitude in terms of being a grand final opponent to go up against. Scotty couldn't have said it any better. The respect and admiration they have for the Swans and how they go about it. And yeah, to win, what is that, 13, 14 goals, 13 and a half goals. So, and yeah, to win the way they did from start to finish was just, stuff of legends, really. One of the most, comprehensive grand final wins, really. So, and it's different to compare with different eras, and the game's much different now, and it's a lot more pressure and that kind of stuff. But yeah, just such a thrill, guys. It was a bit of a tussle early though, and as we expected, grand finals usually pretty scrappy first 5-10 minutes, and then teams start to settle a little bit, and then they get, they start hitting the scoreboard. But yeah, tomahawk. We talk about all the weapons that the Cats have and all those points of difference that give us that ability to, be unique and catch the opposition off guard. Enter Tom Hawkins, kicking the first two of the game out of the ruck, if you don't mind. You might get one of those a month, and he kicked two in the first quarter. So just the odds of that happening was just unbelievable, and the odds of all the things that happened throughout the day were just crazy. When things are going your way, everything turns into gold, and when things aren't, it can look really tough, and you're trying so hard, and it just doesn't quite work out. And you just go, what is going to work? So, and then within a blink of an eye, my voice is probably going to fail me throughout. Definitely big night, but and a big day of just general yelling and celebrating and screaming and all that good stuff. And yeah, just in the blink of an eye, a few more goals, from the centre stoppages, and all of a sudden there's a 4 or 5 goal margin, and we're just going, what is happening here? It's the best first quarter in a grand final for the Cats, I think, that they've probably ever done. So I mean, if that doesn't say anything, I don't know what does. But yeah, we were just able to get cause chaos, cause turnover, unsettle Sydney, who are, let's be honest, overawed by the occasion, but that was off the back of just our immense pressure. It was the best pressure game I've ever seen from the Cats. We just did not let them breathe at all. We suffocated the Swans. The Cats suffocated the Swans ultimately, and we were able to, cash in on that turnover. And even when Sydney did turn it over, we were able to mitigate the damage as much as possible, and that's why we've been one of those teams that the best scoring off of turnover and the best at defending turnover. If you got those two combined, you win the grand final by 80 points plus. The Tigers did that in 2019 where they were had those same statistics, and it definitely gets magnified vulnerabilities get magnified in finals, and we saw, Geelong didn't have many. We know the pressure definitely got to the Cats at times, and we know that, games against like Port Adelaide where they got on top, and St Kilda generally out of the stoppage, and we were just incredible at being able to just have a really good balance as the season went on. Sydney hit back in the second term, and at quarter time, most people probably think, "Oh, game's over." But at the game, such a different feel. 35 points at quarter time is not insurmountable, and time's your best friend in a grand final. You definitely that really good start. I mean, you'd have it every day of the week, but knowing full well the job's not quite done yet. Knowing full well Collingwood will be down by 6 goals at half time in the prelim, and they were able to scrap back and ultimately didn't get the win, but they had the chance to win the game, and Sydney were able to hold on by a point. Second term was probably about as even as it got. Longmire from the coach's box definitely got them got that handball game going. Sydney were able to get out a little bit more, and they hit the scoreboard. The Cats still won the quarter and still played some good footy. With some goals there. McLean obviously took a clunk 10 metres out. Loves doing that against the Cats. And, at half-time, still pretty nervous. 6 goals up. I don't recall being that nervous at half-time. But, again, you just know full well 6 goals, not insurmountable at half-time. Really, it's not until probably, late in the third where you kind of go, all right, we're a chance here. But Sydney definitely lifted in that second term. We were still able to keep the scoreboard ticking over. And the great thing I loved, and I mean, clearly when you win every quarter, it means you're not conceding too many goals in a row. And every time Sydney, they had a goal in, and we just responded straight away. And I loved that. We didn't let them get on a run. We didn't give them a sniff. And that was ultimately what helped sort of break the back of the Swans, if it wasn't already broken in that first quarter. Still pinching myself at just how well we played, and looking forward. I've watched the first half of the replay, and then jumped to the social club. But looking forward to watching the full game, probably many times. But hopefully we can get onto that one later today. See how we go. And then the third quarter was just pure joy, knowing that full well that we just need to kick the first, and then that really sets us up. But to kick 3 in the first 5-6 minutes and just go, no, you're not. It's our day, Sydney, not yours. Was just a power move and a power play, and was just when Mitch Duncan did that rundown tackle inside 50 and kicked the goal. It was like this could be ours. This could be our day. It was looking pretty good. So. That was just incredible, and we're able to sort of kick 6 in the third term, and what a time that was. We kept the Sydney Swans to just 1 point. Again, we didn't allow them time and space. They were forced to kick long down the line, especially early in the game, and then they adjusted. Oh God, definitely struggling a little bit, guys. That's for sure. Cats didn't struggle, and they made them pay on the scoreboard. Just constant pressure, the brutality around the ball, and just forcing it forward at all costs. Able to isolate our forwards into one-on-one situations, which you just don't see. And honestly, I've never seen Sydney so rattled in my life. They're a team that's so proud, and they can be 50 points down. They'll still fight back, and they may not win the game, but they might bring it back to 3 goals or something like that. And that's just been an absolute constant. It didn't quite happen, for them on this day, as the Cats just put the foot down on the throat, and they saw blood in the water, and they just went bang. So, just a dream final term. Parfitt getting on the ground, kicking a goal. Joel kicking one of the best goals of his life. Banana from 45 out. Did not know if he had the trip in him. That was amazing. And then DeConing getting his first goal. Just, yeah, the Cats just do this stuff amazingly well. And Sydney, to their credit, hit back late with a few goals. In a bit of junk time. But, so Sean Burgoyne, trying to think. And then Sydney's 4 goals. I think we only conceded 5 goals in those grand final wins in the final term. That would make that makes sense to me. Every other grand final win in the last 15 years, Collingwood, I don't believe, kicked a goal, and St Kilda, I don't believe, kicked a goal either. So Cats, they've been awesome in the final terms this season. Just really smart, and a great stat throughout the week was just seeing the different types of minutes played in the midfield and just being able to keep the guys fresh. We saw on average around a 22 minutes differential in the time Sydney played in the midfield versus the Cats playing in the midfield there. So that was just once again out of this world is a pretty simple way to put it. All right, let's go on the stats. Outpossessed them big time, nearly 100 more, 91 to be exact. A kicking game for the Cats. Able to find a lot more of the footy and keep it away from Sydney and away from there for any pressure. Sydney, number one pressure team in the competition, we didn't let them. Just with our sheer brutality around the ball, and our pressure was just so much better than theirs, and they were shell-shocked, and they just weren't able to pressure the way they would have liked. Can't commend the pressure from the guys anymore. The back line was absolutely rock solid. The forward line just gelled incredibly well. Your offense is your best defense. Just giving our guys great opportunities, and being able to execute kicks under pressure was just all the difference today. Or yesterday, technically. On this big stage, the inside 50s, we did not let Sydney get it inside 50 much at all. But to double their inside 50s, 65 SLs, just off the charts, so to speak. Disposal efficiency, we went just a touch below Sydney's, but we had a lot more of the ball than they did. And efficiency inside 50, we generally keep teams to about that 30 to 40% mark. Ourselves, we're so deadly when we do go inside 50, and especially with being able to isolate our forwards. Again, looked super dangerous, and ultimately super damaging was the result. On the hit-out game, we were just simply great from that standpoint. The dual combination with Blitzarves and Stanley was a real feature for this game, and plus 20 there. Sydney ultimately won the clearance game, but our clearances versus their clearances, I mean, the efficiency of ours were stark. So, and Sydney won the centre clearances, stoppage clearances. They won, but I've talked all year about this number, the contested ball, winning the hard pill. We're able to get plus 41 in that, which is just an absolute bash up. On the outside, we were able to from getting that inside ball, we're able to get it to outside and just outrun and outstrength Sydney in that department as well. Turnover as well. We were able to cause a lot more for Sydney, and we're really good at cashing in on those. So when you bring great pressure and you have great execution with the ball, you get some pretty good results. Double the marks, just amazing stuff there. Marks inside 50 all year has been a strength of ours. We've been averaging about that 15, 16 mark. Get 17 and concede only 4. Just what a great effort from the entire team to be able to pressure Sydney and not allowing those easy marks. And then the defence being able to set up as it does supremely well. Wow, I'm going to need some water soon. I'm struggling here. But I'll get through it. As the Cats did yesterday, contested marks, we got the job done there. Goals, and we never looked like being behind in that game. Sydney out-tackled us a little bit more, but as to be expected, the amount of footy that we got versus them, brilliant. Tackles inside 50, I reckon that's an all-time high for the Cats. 19 there was brilliant. Sydney had a bit of run and dash, and they definitely moved the ball a bit more in the second term. And 1%ers, the Swans got up there. So I think some water is in order before my throat absolutely cooks itself. Get the cool ridge going. And, save myself right here. All right. Let's see how we go here. Votes are very tough. Largely. At least the one vote, I reckon, was pretty tough. But 3 and 2, pretty obvious. Isaac Smith for the 3 votes. So you got the Noel Smith medal. Makes sense that he gets the 3 votes. 3 goals, 32 disposals, couple of tackles and clearances, 3/4 of a kilometre gain, got a goal assist as well. He worked so hard all day, and he had to, he normally steps up anyway, but it's an amazing story. And without Max Holmes has been a revelation and such an important player for us. And unfortunately, feeling for Max, and shout out to Max as well, just off the back of this. I don't think we make the grand final without him. So Max, I know it'd be bloody tough, mate, not being, wearing the Guernsey on the biggest day, but you're one of the big reasons we got there, mate. So thanks for all your amazing work to be able to get us there. So whilst, disappointment not being able to be there on the big day, mate, but just your efforts will definitely not go unacknowledged. So, but Izzy worked his backside off all day. Goals early were absolute gold. In the heat of battle, he was able to drill them from 50. I'm just so proud of him. What a story that is for Izzy. Coming from the Hawks, winning his 4th flag alongside Joel. Just unreal achievement. 2 votes, P. Dangerfield. Well done, Paddy. Well done, mate. So long. It's been in the pipeline so long, getting that illustrious and elusive premiership. No longer elusive. You've done it, mate. Congratulations. Thoroughly deserved. 27 disposals, 3 marks, 4 tackles, 9 clearances. Just beast. 6 goal assists. I don't think I've ever seen a number like that in my life for a player. I've definitely seen 3 and maybe 4, but 6 is just, you're the man setting it up. The Dangerfield of old. I'm so glad we've taken the time to rest you up, and I was definitely concerned on the calf front early in the year and sort of later in the year, but there's so many players that are off the back of them just contributing and being a massive part. I mean, we're not here without Paddy. Some Herculean efforts over ever since he's signed on as a Cat in 2016, and he's what I've got so far in finals. And full disclosure, probably deep into some finals. Hasn't been Paddy's best. In years gone by, and there's definitely been ones where he's tried too hard, but everything just clicked, and who cares about the previous final series? He's got the medal around his neck, and he's just a massive reason why we get to celebrate this incredible occasion. So well done, Patrick. Thoroughly deserved, my friend. 1 vote was very difficult, but it is going to Mark Blitzarves. Mark, pleasure to meet you last night, by the way. Just such a great bloke. Kicked a goal, 23 disposals. Got a mark in there as well, 8 tackles. Just, absolutely unbelievable in the clinches. 15 hit-outs, playing the ruck role as well. 4 clearances. Just, an absolute dynamite performance. Forced it forward at all costs. keeping guys in the midfield as quiet and as accountable as possible. Just been, an incredible player for us over a long period of time. Steeplechaser. Gone into, probably one of the great cats, to be honest. He's won a couple of best and fairest and might even have another one. Who knows? There's a few possibilities around that and what that looks like. So, just a unique player as it's been earmarked, and to be able to play multiple roles and just go wherever the team needs him. A credit to Blitz. So, well done, mate. You're a bloody legend. Keep up the amazing work and thoroughly deserve a vote there as per my ranking system. I reckon, nearly the whole team could have got a vote, to be honest. But we'll go through the rest of the team. And Mitch Duncan kicked a goal, 27, 13 marks. Loves a mark, does Mitch. 191 metres gained. A couple of tackles in there. The rundown tackle was just, absolutely off the charts. And just, almost sealing the premiership there with the goal. And, well done on your second flag, mate. Huge effort. And, just love the way you go about it each and every week. Laser by foot. And love the work. Joel. 4 premierships. Possibly the best cat ever. One of the all-time greats. Kicked a goal of his life. 26 disposals, 8 marks, 4 tackles, goal assist. Deserving premiership captain. Just been unbelievable over a long period of time. And the stuff you do on and off the field with players, with any community stuff that you do as well. You've always got time for everyone, and just such a great human. There's no other way to say it. Enjoy it. You've been remarkable over such a long period of time, and well done. Darty, Jeremy Cameron kicked a couple of goals, 18 disposals, not 4 marks, 8 marks, 3 tackles, goal assist. We're not here without Jezza. The amount of games he's won off his own boot has just been stuff of legends. Didn't have his best game of all time, and it was great to get his a few snags for Darty. One from outside 50, and he was obviously Fox did a great job on him, but Jezza kept going, and whilst it wasn't a 10-goal performance in grand final day, he got us there. There's no way knowing we finish as high as we do. There's no way knowing we win the get through the preliminary final without him, and ultimately set up this premiership. So what a superstar. Stanley, one of the games of his life, 16 touches, 27 hitouts, a couple of clearances. The way in which he forced it forward was just, what a time. He just a battering ram in the middle. He gave Hickey a really tough time. Athletic freak throughout the game, and he gets his first flag. So it's great, and what a performance he put on display. Just super tough from Reece all day. Never, he was just all over it. The Hawk. What a legend he is as well. He gets his third flag. 3 goals, 4, 6 marks. And now I'm getting, now I'm getting a bit lost here, but even got a couple of clearances as well. Could have kicked 7 or 8 almost. Probably saying the preliminary final. So he kicked 1 from the set shot, kicked a couple from the ruck early on, and he was quite simply brilliant. And just an awesome display from Tom. Gets his third. Just been such a consistent player over a long period of time again, and will go down as one of the all-time great cats. With a huge performance on grand final day. So Tommy Boy, like there with Joel, just incredible humans. Tyson Stengel, what what a story. He's definitely had some tough moments in his life, and to be able to come to the category and Eddie Betts just be his mentor and just be his rock. It's just to steer him in the right direction and keep him in good as nick as possible. I don't think we're here either without Tice. And 4 goals in the grand final. Stack of tackles there. Got 3. 11 mark. Oh no, that's not him. That's Colo. 6 marks for him, and even got a clearance next to his name. Just the freak goal he kicks, the clutch moments he takes on board. He's not overawed by the occasion. Had a quiet one early in the year in Sydney. Definitely a different game style. Definitely a weird game, that one. But yeah, he turned it on, and just a story that's out of this world, really. So well done, Tice. Cole Jasny, good to meet Jake as well. What a game. He's played his 2 best games of his life in the last 2 weeks, and what a great time to play him. 17 disposals, 11 marks, just an absolute rock down back. And I've definitely been a harsh critic. Oh, I don't know about harsh, but I've definitely been pretty tough on Colo in the past. But to see how he's matured, grown and evolved. It has been his best season despite all of that. And his confidence has grown, and he's been absolutely brilliant in the back half of the year. And to sort of after that knee injury, what a great recovery, and well done to Colo. Just excellent back half of the season, and impenetrable down back. Reg, Tui, I'm looking after you, mate. I'm looking after you on this one. Mate, you got 21 disposals, 6 marks. Let me check. Yes, 6 marks. 300 metres gain there. You've been an icon at the Cats. A bit of a cult hero around the club, and your precision under pressure hasn't gone unnoticed, mate. I've been keeping a close eye on that. Laser passes, as always. Love the way you use the ball and your decision making, and just the contests I've seen that you've done throughout the year. Be on the wing or in the middle, 50-50 ball. You take it cleanly and then find a way and burst from the pack and be a real driver for us. So just such a likeable character, such a joyful character, and white line fever as well. So congratulations, mate, and hopefully you get to enjoy the review. Chuck us a comment, Reg, if you do suss out the review. It's going to be a long one, but giving you a bit of a pump up here, mate. So I love your work, and congratulations on your first flag. Cam Guthrie, what a workhorse he is. He ended up with, he usually handballs a lot, but he just got it on the boot, which was just awesome to see. Kicked a goal, got a few clearances as well. He was monstrous early when we really needed, players to stand up. Just so impressed with just his dog hunger to get the ball and force it forward and gain territory, which you just need to do in big finals. And he did that. And he's been such a well-rounded player for, quite a while now. He's had some great seasons of late, and his growth as a player has just been instrumental. So excellent job, Cam. Well done, matey. Tommy Atkins, what a story. Played forward, went down back into the midfield, and just what a man he's become. 16 touches, 7 tackles. He always just has his head over the ball and cracks in super hard. 4 tackles, goal assist as well. He was some of the games and some of the final terms he's had is again, helped us get to the big stage and ultimately get us the grand prize. So, you know, we talk about those games against Port Adelaide, you know, that last quarter of his life, and same with the Pies where, you know, I think 12 or 14 possessions and a bunch of those contested to, you know, get us over the line in those big games. And once again, yeah, I just love his attack and endeavour on the ball. I just love the hunger he has, and, you know, excellent job, mate. First flag for Atkins. Brad Close, the closer, closed in, kicking a couple, 18 possessions, 5 marks, and also got a tackle in there as well. Couple of goal assists. Just he is silk, this man. Every time he gets the ball, he hits a target. Very rarely fumbles, and yeah, the role he plays and the work rate he does up and down the ground is wonderful, and it helps us in a massive way. Again, his development has just been next level, and turned into such a vital player for us. One of my favourite players too. He's just an absolute machine on the field. And love the way he goes about it. He's just such an honest player. He just always gives 110%. That's what I love about him. So, well done on that one, Brad. Excellent work hitting the first flag under the belt. Brian Myers, 18 touches, 6 marks, and tackle. And I've lost my train of thought. There we go. Solid day for Grind. Did pretty well throughout, and his preliminary final performance was great. And I missed a vote for you there, Grind. I gave it to the closer. And when Grind probably played the game of his life and didn't get a vote, and he's spewing. But Grind's work again up and down the grounds, just such a huge part of the Cats being able to generate scoreboard pressure and force it forward. His elite skills, he definitely, impacted early throughout the season with some injury and probably not having the preseason that he would like to have. But, he's grown as the season's gone on, and he's just been, incredible in the back half of the year. And there's definitely, been some critics of him as well. But, again, he takes that kick on every time, and, love the way he sort of goes about it. He just has that step that, gives you time and space, and that can be what is the difference between getting a goal or not. Congrats on the first flag, Grind. Hopefully some more to come, and to amend sort of the heartbreak of 2020. Grind's, he's got it. He's done it. SDK, take a bow, son. He kicked a goal, his first goal in footy. What a time to kick it in the grand final. They moved him up forward. Got him one late through Paddy. So one of Paddy's 6 goal assists. But it was just unbelievable. Definitely could have got a vote. He got 16 touches. He got 7 marks. Kicked one out of the full early, but from there, that was he moved on from that pretty quickly, and just I don't recall a mistake after that. He was absolutely sensational. And what a year, and again, just another player where we don't get this far without him, because without SDK, Blitz, might have to play full back, and that doesn't allow the midfield balance to be where we want it to be, and holding other players accountable. Just what a story from, one of the best key defenders in essentially his second year of footy, and what's really his first. I think he played 1 game or 2 games last year. And, an absolute wall down back. He's just been amazing. Just can't sing his praises enough. You do not get past SDK. Congrats, mate. Well done. Tommy Stewart, one of my favourite Cats. 16 disposals, 5 marks. Got a tackle in there and a clearance. He was definitely held down a little bit. He only got 15 last week, so I think, he, again, just another wall down back that you're not getting past Stewart. Clark did go to him, but yeah, just one of our best players when the whips have been cracking, and ultimately with him out of the side this year, Geelong were able to find ways in which we could get Zach Guthrie and these guys some more experience and more exposure to the kind of role Stewart plays. And yeah, I can't recall a defender that's just so resolute. I think he's 3 or 4 time All-Australian already. I'm not even sure, but he's definitely got a few places at this stage of his career and potentially more to come. But yeah, he just barely ever loses one-on-ones. The confidence in which he has in himself to take those big intercept marks and then attack from those, and ensure that we get bang for buck on the scoreboard. Yeah, he's simply brilliant, and yeah, he's such a courageous player and might be a next captain. Who knows? That's a bit of a rough prediction there, but well deserved, mate. Incredible feat over the last couple of seasons, and basically since you've stepped into the category, it's just been nothing but praise, really, and very rarely plays a poor game, and once again worked his backside off to get involved in the game despite being a tag, and that's just credit to the character that is the great man Tom Stewart. O'Connor into the game with, unfortunately, Max Holmes out of the game. So from Medi sub into the 22. And yeah, was super solid. He was used around the ground. He was running on top of the ground, 13 touches, 6 marks. He was very, very handy behind the ball. And yeah, man, at the start of the career, it was a bit touch and go when he did get the ball. A little bit like Collie. I wasn't quite sure what was gonna roll on, but yeah, just stoked for him to be able to take home the medal. And yeah, his work rate is crazy good, and he was able to outrun and outstrength the Swans behind the ball and on the wing in a really big way. And he's been just resolute. I remember in 2019 he just had a season of his life, and it was just one of those lockdown defenders, small defenders that you just would not. We wouldn't get much of a look in. And yeah, just again, another really promising performance on the big stage. And yeah, gets to enjoy it with Tui and, just all the boys there. So just one on mark on the first flag, and hopefully more to come. That'd be nice. Zach Guthrie, on full disclosure, I honestly wasn't sure what the go was with Zach Guthrie, but definitely early days in his tenure, and he's been an absolute talk about a player that just did everything he possibly could to ensure that he would be stuck into this best 22, and he's become a great reliable kick, just sticky jukes down back, and yeah, being able to be really dangerous in those one-on-ones and stifle opposition small forwards as best as possible. But he got the 15 touches. I think that's 7 handballs, 4 marks. And yeah, he's on the ground for a fair bit. But yeah, just a great performance from him. And just a credit for the perseverance of just doing anything it takes to be able to solidify a spot in the side over a long period of time. And yeah, it's just been a great couple of seasons for Guthrie to really cement his spot. And yeah, just so proud of how sure he is with the ball. And yeah, he just loves to absolutely send it whenever he gets it. And yeah, credit to him. He's just been great addition to the team, and just love his character and the way he goes about it. Another rock down back that just good luck getting past and good luck defeating. Jack Henry, good to see you too last night, mate. And hopefully you give Buddy back his wallet and keys, because I still think those are missing from him, because you gave him a bath and a half with SDK. Just what a game, and what a player he's been for the Cats since basically from day dot, and he just gets better and better as he plays more. He got the 10 touches, 5 marks. Again, he's just one of those players that just takes intercept mark after intercept mark, creates contest, doesn't let those forwards get a hold of him. Just such a down to earth bloke too. He was simply sensational on the big stage, and keeping Buddy pretty quiet, very quiet. I think Buddy only had 4 disposals, and 2 of those were junk time possessions, and got the cheers. But yeah, that's great, just great character, and able to influence the game in a massive way. And Jack take home the medallion. How good's that? Jed Hughes didn't get the biggest stats of all time. However, Sydney clearly didn't get it inside 50 much. But yeah, he's just become one of those lockdown small defenders that you just you probably go into the game thinking, number one small forward, just good luck on Jed, because you're not going to get too much leeway. And when he does get the ball, he charges out of the Z50 all the time. Takes the game on with that run and dash. Got a goal assist in there as well for him for his efforts there. That was obviously really good. And again, been around the club for quite some time, and just slowly improving each and every week. And just a remarkable sort of journey for him. Again, really good on the big dance. Being able to keep Heaney pretty quiet. I'm not really sure exact matchups because it's tough to sort of gauge at the game with the Smalls. But all I know is Papley was incredibly quiet, and a team effort, of course. But Jed, that's great scenes, and just real workmanlike performance there. Blue collar effort each and every week. So well done to Jed there, taking home the Premiership medal as well. And we move on to final 2. Parfit got on the ground as the sub, kicked a goal, 8 possessions, definitely got involved, and he was crazy in the contest. Got a goal assist as well. Ultimately gets a medal around his neck at the end of the day, off the back of, unfortunately, Holmes missing out. And, Parfit, definitely stiff, not to be in the team, but just with team balance and the roles in there, has seen him squeezed out momentarily, but he was able to fight his way back in. And I've definitely seen in games, this year where he's been on the edge, and he's just been a ball and a half in the midfield. I remember one game he played, he was, I think it was against West Coast. It's like his life depended on it. He was incredible, and jumped on as a sub, and it was great to ensure that he got a goal as well, and ensure that he hit the scoreboard. But again, a player over a fair period of time that's just worked so hard and incredible inside the contest, loves to gain territory as well, and just plays his role whenever he's required. Rarely plays a poor game as well, like any player really I've listed. He'll definitely get some more opportunities soon, I'm sure, and in the best 22. But it was great that he got the highest praise in terms of being able to be on that dais. Well done, Parfit. Gary Rowan, we don't make it without Gary. He's had a lot of critics over the years, for rightly or wrongly, and this final series he's essentially torn it apart. That final, against Collingwood, we don't make it without Rowan's input, and 3 goals to be able to get us over the line. There's been obviously some players here that had just the game to decide whether we make a prelim or we go through the semi-final route. But Rowan got 7 touches, A couple of tackles as well. Missed one from just before or just outside 40 metres. And, yeah, his pressure was just unrelenting. You know, he always has a crack in there. He'll try and ensure players get run down. And, yeah, I think he's lost 3 grand finals, but now he's got one in the positive column. So, yeah, credit to Rowan and his perseverance with being able to achieve one of the highest honours in football as a team, the highest honour as a team. And Chucky just works incredibly hard. One of the quickest players I've ever seen, and one of the most desperate players as well, which people probably don't see and acknowledge as much. And whilst he doesn't get stacks of the footy, he doesn't need to have a big influence. And we saw Sydney turn the ball over off the back of a bunch of great work from him to be able to nullify their influence, moving it from D50 to forward 50 on the other side of the equation. So stoked. And whilst there's been some finals in the past, I still believe that he was going to be a massive part. And from those finals, really did get much opportunity with just the way we moved the ball. And as we've evolved our game plan, he's evolved as well. And as forwards, you're as good as the ball movement up the field. Can't stress that enough. And we've been able to fix that in a massive way as time's gone on, and especially over the course of season 2022. There's no next week, guys. This is it. There's next year, and there's trade period and retirements, potential retirements, all that good stuff. But it's been the longest review ever for me, and it's just a privilege. Pressure at this time is a privilege to be in this situation, and to be able to just front up and be tougher for longer right from the outset and disrupt Sydney, who are a great football club. It has to be said. And to be able to find a way there was simply brilliant and simply unbelievable. But just so stoked for all the Cats staff. Scotty especially, he and Joel and everyone just deserved it so much more. And they were, they stood up and never gave Sydney a chance, which was brilliant. Sydney, on the other side of the equation, doesn't get talked about much, and I don't want to keep them while down. But that's 3 flags that they've, the last 3 grand final performances have been losses. They were favourites in the other 2. So I dare say a lot of clubs, it definitely hurts. And I think, but if any club can respond, it is the Swans. And, they definitely could have a trajectory where they might be up there for 3 or 4 years. We have also seen grand final performances where, it can be very tough to recover from a heavy defeat. The Bloods culture is, it's hardly unrivaled. So, but just there was almost 10 years of history lying on this game, and just the legacy of Joel and Scotty and Hawk and Duncan, these guys, was all hanging off the back of this game. And just getting to the top of the mountain, the pure relief, the jubilation of being able to get there and win so comfortably was nothing short of legendary. The players should be so proud. Scotty gets his second, premiership medallion, thoroughly deserved. He definitely, silenced the critics of being, a solid coach, but got handed a premiership team. But he's rebuilt this team over a course of 10 years, and regenerated a list, rebuilding in the top 4, winning games, and then being able to win a flag. It's just one of the best coaching performances, really. It's hard to go past with just being successful without winning the big dance too many times, but he's got this second, and then to ensure that he was able to be such a presence over a long period of time and readjust and mould with the modern game, and none more so than this year, to be able to play a style that was going to be able to help get something like this. And I mean, in terms of what 2023 looks like for the Cats, I don't even want to think about it. I just want to enjoy this and soak it all up and watch the replay as many times as I can, and just ultimately enjoy it. But it's the legacy for 4 premierships in 15 years. Hawks got 4 in 8. I'm pretty sure 4 in 7 potentially. 4 in 7 sounds about right. 4 in 15 years for the Cats, and I don't know, might not be done yet. Their window's just always it's always a little bit ajar. It's definitely don't even want to think about 2023. And I mean, I just want to put my hand up to guys before I sign off here. Round 9 was looking pretty dim. I was reviewing the game, and I could just see the cliff edge, and I called it that the cliff was coming. And I'm happy to acknowledge that at the time, I don't think anyone foresaw the Cats winning 16 in a row in any way, shape, or form. We did. We ended up doing it. I thought we were a middle of the road team, and the 5-4 record reflected that. I did not expect anything like this. We've going down to the teams that we were going down to in that early part of the season. It looked pretty grim, and I thought, have we just tipped over the edge here? Is the cliff eclipsing as it come, momentarily? It was not to be, and our response there after that St Kilda game was absolutely clinical and flawless from basically from that game onwards. Teams challenged us throughout the year. We had answers all year. Won big games in big moments, and we're able to sort of stand up under that finals heat that has been a query over a number of years, and we're able to sort of hit the nail on the head in a great way. So I'm exhausted. I don't know how the players are feeling. But just after doing that review. Soak this up, Cats fans. You never know when we'll be on the big stage again. It might be the last one we see in our lifetimes. You just never know. We might not make finals for 10 years. You just don't know what's going to happen. I hope that's not the case, but this is such a proud club. The culture's just one of a kind. Right next to Sydney as well, with just the Bloods culture, the Cats culture is just, it's just something to behold. As has been the day that we have witnessed go down in history books as one of the best premierships, with just the amount riding on it. The oldest premiership team ever to be assembled. I think 28 years and 100 and something days was the average age, which, just, what about that? How about that? But, guys, been doing these since 2014, and, I think probably over 200 games. Not hanging up the boots just yet. I enjoy doing these, guys, and appreciate you tuning in each and every week to discuss Cats footy and how they went, win, lose or draw, rain, hail or shine. We get love talking about what we're doing and how we're going, and it's just great to be able to discuss all the logistics and key topics and all that good stuff. And hopefully I haven't forgotten too much in terms of just general thanks and acknowledging elements of the game. But I thought before signing off, I thought Dane Rampy's speech probably one of the best speeches ever. Recency bias again, I know, can be a thing, but you've definitely seen players tick the boxes in years gone by, with losing grand final speeches. But yeah, I just thought he spoke with such class, after what was, a pretty dirty day at the office for them. And yeah, he just spoke with such high character and caliber to just acknowledge, Scotty and Joel and everyone. He took in his stride and ensure that the acknowledgement was broadcasted appropriately. And just, such praise and respect for Dane Rampy and the Swans for, being able to make it to the big day. And unfortunately, it didn't quite pan out for those guys. But, whilst, as I've said, probably, we have teams we don't like, and Sydney right up there for me. But, yeah, in saying that, it's kind of like with Hawthorn in their glory days. You admire how good they are and how good they've been. And it's no different with the Swans. They just never say die. And unfortunately, didn't quite pan out for them, on the biggest stage today. I dare say, they're a club that can pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and regenerate and go again. So a bit before their time, the Cats were primed. They were ready. They attacked it head on from the first bounce right to the final siren, and it was just such a pleasure to be there. My first grand final ever that I've been to, and just a magical day. Watching the first half of the replay, soaking it all in at the MCG, getting to the Cats Social Club, and just being in awe really of the night and the players and seeing Scotty and all that kind of stuff. Some great photos, and I think it's the best day of my life. It's just the day that's gone. It's pretty hard to go past it, despite the amount of already good moments I think that life has presented thus far. But yeah, it is, as far as just winning in the manner that we did, the going to the game, good feed beforehand too, by the way, and just being able to win in the manner we did, and being able to just embrace what an incredible day it was, getting around the socials, and just having an awesome night with Shorty from Shorty Supercoach and with Langs. You two are bloody legends, mate, and I love you so much. You fellas are just incredible. Incredible doesn't even begin to describe how much I appreciate you fellas in my life, and it's just been beautiful to celebrate with you fellas. This one's for you, and I just appreciate you boys so much. And before I start tearing up, I think that's a perfect time to sign off. So guys, Cats get the job done. 2022 flag is ours. The silverware is back at the Cattery, and the Cats take home their 10th premiership in a performance of the ages. Well done, Cats and team. Guys, that's it from me in terms of this review, and I think that will be it for me for 2022. We might go through the tips winners, but I think a well-deserved break, relief, jubilation, joy, all those emotions come to fruition. So, what a time, what a time. But to sign off for 2022 for the Cats, well done, fellas. This is yours. You've earned it, and you so thoroughly deserved it. So proud of you all. I've probably spent 10 minutes saying how proud I am of everyone. And let's hope we can keep up the good work in 2023 and beyond, and keep up the amazing work. So all the fans of the channel as well, and anyone that watches the channel regularly, appreciate you guys that watch in and tune in. Just love the feedback that I get each and every week, and Shout out to Harry again, mate. Thanks for coming up to say good day. It was yeah, maybe not, mate. So on top of what was already an incredible day. But that's it, guys. I'm going to sign off now. Hope you've enjoyed the review today and the reviews throughout the season. Take care. Enjoy the win. Have that grand final and repeat. Enjoy it with your friends, family, loved ones, all that good stuff. I'm out, guys. Thanks heaps for watching. See you on the next video. And go Cats! Woo!